back to another video. It's not.
And them, you don't know who it is. It's the Andersons, your favorite Canadian Jamaican YouTube Canadian content.
Something.
Yeah, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys for staying tuned to another video. You know it's Saturday, and today is all about story time. In today's story time, we'll be sharing with you guys what it is like being pregnant again. Found out that we're recently pregnant, not recently, but a few months ago we found out that we're pregnant. What it is like being pregnant in Canada, and also as an international student, what happens if you happen to get pregnant, which is a real possibility. Can you still go to school? Do you have to drop out of school? Does it benefit you in terms of your immigration standing? All of them lovely things that we'll be sharing in this video. Alright guys? So if it is that you are here for the first time, what are you supposed to do?
Go ahead and subscribe.
Like, leave a comment, make we know if you don't like the content. Before we get into the video though guys, I just want to say, seeing that we're pregnant, of course, we were encouraged by one of our lovely subscribers to start a baby registry. Of course, the link is right down below right here. If it is that you want to bless us in any way, shape or form, you can just go and click on the link. We have all different kind of items in the registry from dear to cheap. From every little thing is there, guys. So alright, definitely go and check it out. Also, I want to say a big, huge shout out to Jody and Casley and her husband Kirk Casley, who has been the first persons to really go on the registry and really and truly bless us and support us. Alright, guys, and they're all, I'm not want to load up nobody, but I feed them idea before we start the registry, right? We started this channel not to really get anything, but really to guide someone using our experience. That makes sense? Yeah, just us being here as international students in the past, now workers moving on to other stages of immigration. Our intention is to use this channel as a platform that we can all interact as a community, let persons see what the day-to-day life is like, both the plus and the negatives in terms of the not so good, the pros and the cons, and also share whatever experience we have in terms of the processes. So we were not here in terms of to get anything. Right? But of course, she loaded me up already and she said, so I'm to people who want to Google or something. I know so do not beg still, yes, but at the end of the day, we really appreciate it, guys. So yeah, we can go and go check that out. Get into the video. So yeah, story time. Alright, babe. So let's start with, how did you feel when you found out you were pregnant?
Shocked. I was shocked. Okay. For us, we were planning on getting pregnant before. Like, we're like really trying to get pregnant. We're like, okay, so we can have a baby because our daughter needed a sibling. So, trying, I don't know when we said trying, you're trying different positions. Positions and all of them stuff that now work. I'm like,
one night time after I wonder if but anyways guys, before we reach right there, so guys, let me just say so we have a daughter already. She is now 4 years old, and before we have our first daughter, we always, well not we, but I only wanted one child, and then somehow I had convinced Nats to have another child. Tota only wanted one child as well. So for a long period of time we only wanted one child. And a lot of persons were just saying, it's selfish to have one child and just pick them and grow without any sibling, but none of that never really matters. So we only did want one child, right? So that was what it was for a long period of time. Then our child was born and we realized that she had autism. So when she was diagnosed with autism, we were even now a little bit scared to have another child, because raising a delayed child is not the easiest thing in the world to do. As many of you guys who are watching this video can relate. It's very time consuming, it requires a lot of patience, and sometimes the stereotype in terms of, even when you're, like when we're in Jamaica, like everybody expect people to fit up on the same chalk and timeline and all of them things there. So that they kind of make you feel a little weird and stuff at first, but the more we do it, the more we become comfortable and the more we become acceptant of the fact that, okay then, yeah, we are obviously special people to be able to bless with this special angel, right? So then we start accept the fact that, okay, then she have autism, and then, yeah, just get over it kind of a thing. So we were a little bit scared of having another child to say, okay, then possibility exists that, is it hereditary? Can that child be autistic as well? Having to deal with two developmentally challenged child, I don't know if we can manage that. So we were a little bit scared, to be honest. But so far so good. I was just extremely grateful. Why we decided to have a child after all of those stuff was simple. We did not want our child going through life by herself. Because at the moment we're just the three of us, right? And we're not from that kind of family where we have a large family and that large family support and all of them stuff there.
On his side, my side is not a support unit.
Yeah.
There,
so whenever we want to be selfish, so we just say, okay, then you know what? We're going to give it a try. And then now, fast forward to it, not just say, no, we try.
And nothing.
And when we say we were trying, we were actually referring to like after we finished school, well, not us, but after I finished school, not even finished school, but like in my last semester at school, we started trying. And that's while being in Canada. And then, not never really that connect and all of them things. So, we get it off our mind.
Off our mind.
Totally.
We had plans to go back to school after he finished school. Everything was like on my vision board, like this and this is going to happen.
Yeah. And honestly speaking, we even convinced ourselves back again, so we don't want no more people. we even somewhat convinced ourselves and say, no, yeah, we never want no more children. So at the end of the day, we only wanted one child and all of that. But then, shocker guys, we not started feeling sick at work and all of them things. And to be honest, pregnancy are the last thing per mind. We not think say you're not pregnant or none of this that because throughout the time when she not become pregnant, we never did even try. Like we not even did nothing at all. Absolutely nothing at all. We never did that think about it, never did work towards it and never really that going through that period of time. You know what I mean? So
lack of
yeah. So we were kind of really shocked when we found out that she was pregnant. We were legit shocked because we were so surprised. I said, until all of them things, and then we become acceptance of the fact we got doctor ultrasound prove it and all of them stuff there. We have other videos where we go more in depth in terms of that, right? So that's how we found out that we were pregnant and we were really, really shocked. Now, still being temporary as in terms of a temporary resident and things like that, we were not too certain what to expect, right? Not too certain what to expect in terms of the society, in terms of you're then at Jamaica, if you're watching this video from Jamaica or anywhere around the world, you can probably relate. When you're pregnant in Jamaica, you have to pay for your own ultrasound, you have to pay for your own blood tests, you have to pay for your own doctor visit. If you have an L card, it covers a little bit, but you still have to go in your pocket and stuff like that. So we really and truly never know what to expect. But the more we go on, hold on people, Malika, how Malika doing this one?
No, she look funny.
She good?
Yes, she good.
Anyways, the more we go on, we realize that it's actually one of the best countries to get pregnant in. And the reason why it's one of the best countries to get pregnant in is because of the healthcare system of Canada. And once you're here as a student or as a temporary worker, you qualify for provincial health. And all of the expenses that we listed before is 100% covered on provincial health. Your ultrasound, if you have to do 1 million ultrasound, you have to pay $1. Your blood work, if you have to do 1 million blood work, you have to pay $1. Your doctor visit, if you have to go to a doctor every 2, your obstetrician, all of them stuff there.
Don't pay anything.
Not at all. So the more we do that, we say, right, we should have pregnant long time. We said, well, we should have pregnant long time, but at the end of the day, not now before time. So we really, really like that. And now that is coming up close to giving baby, we start finding out other parts of the process, like packing for the hospital. We realize that
you don't have to pack anything. Yeah, my obstetrician told me that they provide everything, so I don't need to pack just only personal items. So it's a bit different from back in Jamaica. You have to pack up even your pillow, everything. Deliver you.
So we don't have to buy a bad pan. We don't have to buy none of them things. Now, bear in mind, if you want to do it, you can do it because some persons prefer to use their own stuff. So you can absolutely do that if you want. But the pressure of having to go baby shopping in terms of buying bad pan and olive oil and all of them stuff here, you don't have to do any of that. You only, if you want to change your clothes for your baby, you can bring that. If you want your personal pajamas and stuff, you can bring that, but nothing else, right? And also, you have to make sure, so when your baby leave in the hospital, you have to have an infant car seat strapped in, because I'm going to inspect it and make sure so everything is intact before you can get a baby to leave the hospital. That have to intact, that have to in check. You're not upon a ward per se in terms of we help a different baby mother. You're in a room, a private or a semi-private room. You get your own bathroom, private or semi-private bathroom.
We will take you on the journey when time comes.
So that is also another important thing as well. So being pregnant in Canada is really good. It's very relaxed. We're not under any form of pressure in terms of like when we were pregnant with our first daughter back in Jamaica. It was almost like a lot of pressure in terms of the pressure to buy everything, pressure to get everything, and all of them stuff there. So we were kind of expecting the same level of pressure, like grayer. But honestly speaking, guys, having kids in Canada is no hassle. The only hassle is
me
the belly.
Walking around with the belly. And you're not taking off the load.
And what else?
And what else?
And what else? And the miserableness we have to deal with because of the emotional changes in our body, which I'm becoming you, which I've, you don't know me, guys. You know I'm very chill and I'm used to it. I don't make it bad on me. So those are the only things you have to be really prepared for. But in terms of the materialistic and the health-wise of things, no, you don't have to worry about that. So that is also good. Now, the other question is, having a child in Canada as a temporary resident, does that really benefit you throughout the immigration journey?
No, it will not. The child will become a Canadian citizen and it won't affect you. No, you're still on a work visa, you're still a student. That's it.
Can somebody who has a child in Canada apply for PR just on the basis of having a child?
No, that doesn't affect nothing at all. The child is on his own merit, he's just over there citizen and you're over here student, worker. That's
What
it.
about if it is that I am qualified for PR, like express entry, I get enough points and all of them stuff? Putting a child on it, does it give you more points or anything?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I can't say. So I'm not
No,
sure.
it doesn't, guys. It's so if you go on this IRCC website, it states that having a child in Canada, the child is a Canadian citizen, but it does not affect you, it doesn't benefit you, and it doesn't in any way, shape, or form advance your chances of becoming a permanent resident of Canada. You have to do that on your own still. Both parents, if they're here in Canada working, studying, whatever the case is, you have to make sure that you are qualified on your own merit. When the child becomes an adult, 18 years old, and then can probably financially be able to sponsor you, that's the only way it benefits you as an individual in terms of as a temporary resident. The child has to become an adult and then be able to sponsor you, the parent, and then on that basis, yes. So if I want to wait 18 years, I can absolutely do that as well. All right. What about a person who's an international student who is still in school and they become pregnant?
What I found out is that some persons get time off. Immigrations give them time off to go on. I think it's 3 months.
Yes, but it is not immigration per se. It is the school. And I tell you guys how it works, right? So if it is that you are pregnant before you start your course or you're pregnant during a course, then you can write a letter to the school letting them know your situation and they can give you a 3 months pretty much leave of absence, right? It can only be 90 days, guys, because the reason why it can only be 90 days is because if you're not in school for 90 days, immigration or IRCC will revoke your study permit. You understand? So that's very important to note. It can only be 90 days. So after the 90th day or probably 89th day, you have to be back in school, right? You're probably not going to be able to finish your course on time, and at that point in time, you're sending for a study permit extension on the basis that you were pregnant and you had to take a leave of absence for 3 months to take care of your baby and stuff like that. So that is understandable. Now, if you want to take care of your baby for longer than 3 months, guys, it becomes very, very complicated because after 3 months, anywhere you take it, they're going to revoke a study permit. Then in order to remain in Canada, you have to apply for a temporary visitor's visa. And then when they're ready to go back to school, you have to then apply back for a study permit. So it's up to you, right? Now, other question, babes. Does a student qualify for mat leave?
No, the student don't qualify for mat leave because they work only 20 hours per day, right? And you're required to work certain hours. I'm not remember
Okay.
how much hours, but you're supposed to work certain hours to be qualified.
So mat leave, guys, is a benefit that EI, which is unemployment insurance pays to persons here in Canada who have been working, have worked a certain amount of hours, become qualified for, so that when you're out of income, you're unable to work, then you get this money per 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, right? So the amount you get is really dependent on your unique circumstances, I guess, based on what you used to earn and all of them factors there. As a student, guys, it's really finicky because you have students who might be qualified for mat leave in terms of they probably have been doing like a 3-year course, for example, and they meet the hours and then they qualify to get mat leave. But it cannot be more than the 3 months still, guys, because 3 months you have to be in school if you're on a study permit. So you'd have to apply for mat leave for the 3 months, and that probably give you a little bit of money in your pocket whilst for the 3 months. But you have to meet the hours requirement. And the hours requirement is a little bit vague to us, so for that we would not put that here. Then of course we allow you guys to go and research it for yourself. We don't have to do something. We can't give you all the information, right? So long and short, would you encourage anybody who's a student to get pregnant?
No.
Why
Don't get
not?
pregnant right now. Because it's gonna be complicated. Don't get pregnant right now. You got to put a visa in limbo. You won't get maternity leave. You won't get any money to support yourself while you're at home or all of that. So it's
And it probably
Not
gonna
right
put you
now.
under some more stress. So I agree with Nats, guys.
if you're a worker like myself, because I can tell you that I'm going to get maternity leave because I've met the hours and everything was okay with me. So I am going to be entitled to that. So,
Yeah. So if you're on a student visa, guys, if you can help it, what we would recommend, of course, we can't tell anyone what to do, is don't get pregnant. And the reason why we say don't get pregnant is because it complicates the process, right? You have to be absent from school, and then also a lot of factors.
If you can avoid it, avoid it. If it happens, you just deal with what comes.
Like you plan to stay home for 3 months with a baby, but what happens if your baby is born delayed? What happens if you have to spend more than the 3 months at home with a baby?
What if you're here by yourself and don't have any family to support you? There's a lot
All of
of
them factors there, guys. So I know it's a topic that is not really touched on, guys, but it's a real topic because it is a possibility, right? If it happens, yeah, you don't have a choice. You just have to probably consider the options that we talk about and then make it work out to your favors as well, because a whole heap of people get pregnant while they're in school in Canada on a student visa, and things work out for them as well, right? So then do the 3 months, then go back to school. Personally, we know someone who did that. She came when she was pregnant, but she never did show or anything still. She started school, baby came, she took 3 months.
She get time off to do whatever. She had family to support her, so that was really great. So yeah.
She took her 3 months. She go back to school. She done her studies. She get her postgrad, whatever, and able to become a PR as well. So it is possible, but it is complicated. So we say, okay, then at least wait until you graduate and get your postgraduate work permit. Then I know say you're good. You can qualify for your full mat leave and all of them stuff there, right? But as we say, guys, we can't tell nobody what to do. We just use our experience to guide somebody. I'm just trying to create real life situations that, of course, everybody can relate to. And all of them lovely stuff there, right? So as usual, guys, we appreciate you guys. Today's another story time packed with information as usual, because that's what we're there for. Leave a comment, guys. Make me know if you don't appreciate the content. Make me know if you don't love the content. Again, go and go check out the baby registry down below. We have cheap items, we have dear items, we have hype items, and we have lame items. Okay, guys, until the next video, guys. Of course, you know, we don't have no set schedule. We don't have no set schedule other than Saturday right now is obviously for story time. But look out, who knows, I might get another video today, or I might get another video tomorrow, I might get another video.
Whatever, we just drop it on you guys.
Freestyle. We try to keep the content consistent, guys. It's all about Canada, premium Canadian content, guys. Real life experiences. If you are here for this content, thank you, guys. Subscribe. If you're here and this is not for you, don't judge it. That are the content what we do. Yeah, thanks for subscribing. Don't unsubscribe because I said that. But this, if it is that you're not really interested, this is not the channel for you. Okay, guys? Thank you, guys. Peace out. One love. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
See ya.